Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is a little different. Who am I kidding? It's a lot different compared to what I normally do. So I'm gonna be baking a pound cake. So first things first, we're gonna put the oven on. Bake 350 and just let it preheat. First, we're gonna take our half a pound, which is equal to 1 cup of butter, and melt it. Put it in a bowl and then put it in the microwave. The butter that's in the bowl in the microwave and literally just put it for about 15 seconds. Okay, 15 seconds wasn't long enough, so I'm gonna put it back in. And this time I'm gonna do 20 seconds. So now that your butter is melted, it should look something like this. Just take a regular fork and just kind of mush it around. Just taking a big bowl, take your melted butter and transfer it into that big bowl. So next we need a pound of sugar, and that translates to 2 1/4 cups. Now that the sugar is inside mixed with the butter, we're just gonna take that same fork that we used to mix around the butter and just mix the sugar and the butter together until you get a good consistency and a good texture and you don't see the sugar separated from the butter. So now your butter and sugar should kind of look something like this. Next, we're going to be taking 6 large eggs, cracking them in a separate bowl. Now that your eggs are cracked into a separate bowl, just taking that same fork that you used to mix the butter and the sugar together, just go ahead and mix the eggs. Okay, taking those eggs and just pouring it in with the butter and milk. Taking that same fork, mixing it up. We're not going to be using the cake mixer yet. Now that everything's somewhat blended with that fork that we used, we can go ahead and take a cake mixer and just the consistency should be very creamy. Okay, so next we're going to take our self-rising flour. It should be this brand, Brodie, and it should make sure it says self-rising. This way you don't have to add your salt or your baking powder. And we need 4 1/2 cups of that. After every cup that you add, make sure you go ahead and stir it in with the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so I added in 4 cups of flour. We need another half, but before I do that, I'm gonna add in 1 cup of milk. Any milk is fine, but 3% milk is better. The texture will come out better and sweeter, but this is the only milk I have. So I have my milk poured out into the 1 cup, and I'm just gonna pour it in with the rest of the ingredients and go ahead and mix that very, very lightly. Next, I'm taking my final bit of flour, which is a 1/2 cup, and I'm just gonna pour it in with the rest of the ingredients and mix that. And then our final step is to put some vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So your consistency is supposed to look something like this, very thick. It is, after all, a pound cake. Okay, now that that's all mixed, the mix is actually enough to make 2 batches. So I like to have it as a loaf because I don't like to put icing on it. It tastes so much better without the icing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some butter and I'm gonna just butter it all around and then add some flour just so that the cake doesn't stick to the pan when it's ready to come out. Now that the pan has butter all around it, I'm gonna take that same flour, little spoon, a little bit like that, pour it in, and then just shake it all around. Okay, now that our pans are floured, we're gonna go ahead and put the cake batter inside. Okay, now the cakes are ready to go into the oven. I put it in for 45 minutes. Just make sure that you leave it in for the full 45 minutes without opening the stove, because then the cake will drop and you do not want that. 45 minutes isn't usually long enough, so I put it in for another 15 minutes. When you want to make sure that the cake is ready, you take a toothpick and you just stick it into the middle. And if you see no batter sticking to the toothpick, that means it's ready. You want to make sure you take your cakes out of the pans right away and let it sit so that it can cool down. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.